welcome back to another Evil Aniki convention video. Today we're at Monsterpalooza. This is Friday night, day 1. Started at 6 p.m. as opposed to the normal days that start at like 10 a.m. All the creatures of the night are out tonight. Let's head on into the convention after a decent time in a very confusing line.
I'm giving this guy away on Sunday.
And just immediately there's cool stuff everywhere. The voice of Roger Rabbit is here. Like, what? So many signatures. Let's head on into the main hall here. Oh man, this place is big. Nice little booth up front. Whoa, that's a cool Chucky doll. So many figures and statues and contraptions and shirts and so much different types of merchandise. In my previous experiences at Monsterpalooza, it was always more for professionals, but coming here, this definitely feels like it's very consumer friendly, very open for public. A lot of things. They still had a lot of very professional and industry related stuff. These masks are dope. And in just a second, look at this. They're going to have this really cool mask over here. You can sort of see it right now. Yeah, look at that. These Winnie the Poohs. I heard this movie was actually made a while back, and they're finally getting around to releasing it because Winnie the Pooh fell into public domain. Yeah, look at those. Those Winnie the Pooh masks right there. It's pretty cool. But going into some of the more professional stuff, they had people getting monster makeup all throughout the convention, just everywhere you looked. This was the biggest booth doing it, but there was so many other little booths around, and so many cool figures and statues, and so many sexy ones too. I love it. And they even had airbrush booths where you could actually use the airbrushes, and monster booths. So many FX houses came out to show their work. Just look at this statue. It's crazy big. This thing is like 7 feet big at least. More people getting makeup done. Just brightly colored knickknacks everywhere you look. My goal for coming here to Monsterpalooza was that it was actually really close to my house. And I didn't come with anyone, but I just wanted to go and have a fun time. Because the day after this, I went to Anime Riverside and did not have a fun time. But I wanted to say Monsterpalooza was so epic, and I'm definitely going to be going to Son of Monsterpalooza in October. Wow, that is just stunning. And then, of course, at every convention, we have to play the game, Can We Find the Anime? This booth had the anime. Gonna look at these posters real quick. They had a nice Cowboy Bebop one in here, some Spirited Away, some other Miyazaki stuff. AVP, believe it or not, I had this AVP poster in like high school. Just ridiculous. My Neighbor Totoro. There were 2 My Neighbor Totoro posters. That's kind of crazy. Space Jam. New one wasn't as good as the old one, but I love Eric Bauza. He's a great voice actor and an amazing person. Pulp Fiction poster, always dope. Spirited Away, always dope. Princess Mononoke. These were really, really cool. I didn't know if they were as legit or not. I looked at these stickers for a second, and those weren't legit, so I didn't trust it. This place, whole back area just smelled like food, and it was around dinner time because this event didn't start until 6 on this Friday night. Love all the satanic stuff going on. It's just so dope to see all of this like cool demon black. Like I wear a lot of black, and so like I love just seeing that stuff. But as the night goes on, I decided to check out the side hall as well, and that's what we're going to head over right now. And in this side hall, Adobe had a booth, and at this booth, they were doing something akin to like zebra sculpting, but with like an Oculus Rift. So check this dude out. He's like in ZBrush sculpting, but this is like an Adobe version of ZBrush. So this is so dope. This is next level. This is what Adobe needs to be doing right now. I'm so glad they were showing this off. 3D modeling is the future for Adobe. And again, in this side hall, just even more monster masks and props. Look at this RoboCop. He's gonna shoot your dick off. Be careful, guys. A nice little 3D printer over there. A cool coffin. This display was just so vibrant with the black lights. Didn't want to get too close. Didn't want to show my pants off in that light. These little terrarium things were so dope. Look at that. That thing's got running water and just like it's crazy. This booth was like mainly like Godzilla and like Kamen Rider and Super Sentai. But look at that fucking... Oh my god. That sweater up there was so dope. They were kind of pricey, so I didn't get them. But just cool stuff all around at this booth. These little knickknacks were really cool. I didn't even know what I was looking at. These are like... I think they're like... Yeah, look at the Harry Potter. There's so many different little like... There's DC in there. But they're like half dead, zombified for some of them. It's so cool. And they had a bunch of other knickknacks here too. It was really hard to get into some of these booths because of just so much crowding going on. Like you could see out in the open, like it's nice and clear and you're able to get around. But just some of the booths that had like all the cool knickknacks, it was just so hard to get close. And then of course I found this booth that had some nice anime art books. Didn't get any, seemed a little pricey. Might not be the best event to get these at, but they were definitely rare books, I will say that much. Just all of the lights making everything on the tables glow in this footage. It was like that in real life too, but like it was just so cool. Like look at these things. It's just every shiny thing just triggers me, and it's just I want to go touch it. It's like that's what gets me. This is the shiny things. I can't resist shiny things. They had some cool stuff over here in the corner, some more monster masks, the head things, and then some bats, some art over here. Then they had this cool statue of like the Ukrainian president guy. I don't know his name. And then there was this guy on stilts walking around. I don't know how he's doing this. He's having fun. He was messing with children, freaking people out. Pretty cool. Look at him. He's like touched the top of people's heads on those stilts. It's crazy. This kid was like petrified.
Sure, keep it going, pal. Sorry, sorry. No, your ticket's there. Great.
Fucking Beetlejuice stepping on my dick like that. How dare he? I need to keep my massive schlong tucked away, I guess. Again, the shiny posters, they always get me. They just draw me in. But just walking around, checking out, seeing what they have on the sides here. This is over by the Adobe booth in the corner. There was so many nooks and crannies, but let's head back over to the main hall. I know it's crazy that I'm just going back and forth, but there's just so much stuff. Like, look at all these booths. I cut out, like, 40 minutes of footage for you guys. Like, this is like the cream of the crop. Like, look at this. Look at this. I went by this once earlier in the day, and then I came back again later, and it was like smoking. And they were doing interviews now, and check out these like skull things. Those are dope. This booth had free candy, and believe it or not, I actually caught them on camera refilling that candy bowl.
I like the suit.
Thank you.
Oh, that's cool.
Everybody can see me, but I can barely see out of it.
Nice feature.
Thank you.
That was a really cool suit. But going over to these He-Man statues, these are absolutely phenomenal. Look at this Skeletor. This is just so fucking dope. And then coming over to these statues over here, These are pretty cool. Not sure what these are made of, but they're like very vintage. Like this one had like some lights on it. Looks like an old race car. And then they had this weird machine over here in the corner that I'm going to walk over to very slowly. But I'm going to look at this teapot thing. Yeah, look at this. This one's moving too. But this thing, like, what is this? What is even the point of this? It's got like a clock and it's just freaky. This skull one was so cool. Like, could you imagine having something like this on your shelf at home, like next to your anime figures? This event also was great for people who needed wheelchair access. Pasadena Convention Center is a great place for that. It's a very flat-footed area, so you're able to get through, and the doors are very wide to get through. A lot of convention centers, they always like rely on like escalators and tiny doorways, and it's just corridors that lead to corridors. But I've never really had an issue like that at the Pasadena Convention Center. Sometimes some of the events don't have AC here. Calling out specifically Anime Pasadena, who did not have AC in their Artist Alley section, which is in the side hall. I want to say for this event, it was very cool inside. You know, this is a very hot, humid night. Look at all these DVDs. These are all horror DVDs. I was looking for anime, couldn't find any anime. I'll be honest, I am not a horror person. I do like a little bit of like, you know, anime horror, and I've seen like some classic horror and some games here and there, but not really something I like watching, because I get really bad like nightmares based on like things I like interact with through the day. There's like these cool like Skeletor figures over there. I don't know what's going on, but going back, yeah, I don't like watching horror stuff because it just gives me very vivid nightmares, because it's just sort of how my brain works when I sleep, is it just recollects my thoughts. This dinosaur is so dope. Then we're gonna check out some more statues over here. That's so cool. There's a bunch of little alien dudes over here that I'm going to look at. Reptilian Gray. Yeah, look at all these things. These are so cool. The Unkillable. Yeah, so cool. Like what even? And then a Xenomorph, it looks like. Yeah, that's so dope. And this was like right in the front area, too, of the main hall. But that was it for Monsterpalooza. I had a great time here. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll be checking out the Son of Monsterpalooza come October, so be ready for that video. And I know I didn't really do much here at Monsterpalooza. I definitely didn't do any shopping. I had another convention the next day that I actually was trying to save my money for, which was Anime Riverside, so be on the lookout for that video coming in the next few weeks. But, yeah, you guys don't have to be shopping at all these cons all the time. I know I try not to, because I'm a shopaholic. But, I just wanted to come out and enjoy the atmosphere. This event was really close to my house. I love this area, and it was a nighttime event, and I really wanted to experience that. But this has been Evil Aniki, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. And if you haven't already, be sure to like, subscribe, or follow, or whatever you're going to fucking do. I don't fucking know. But have a nice night, guys, and well, I guess it's morning from when I'm posting this, but have a good one, guys. Peace out. Oh, and one last thing, everyone. I'm actually going to be attending Anime Expo this year. That's my next convention coming up. So if you're at that event, make sure you come say hi if you see me in the hallways. If not, be sure to keep your eyes out for the videos, and probably a few more weeks after Anime Riverside video comes out, because I've got so many videos backlogged. Bye!